Welcome back to Track Talk inside Formula 1. This is Nitin Balaji, and today we're diving into the controversies that have defined the sport. Join us as we uncover the contentious incidents that have left a lasting impact on Formula 1. Get ready to explore the heated rivalries, questionable maneuvers, and political turmoil that have ignited debates within the Formula 1 community. From Senna vs Prost to Schumacher's parking. Welcome to Track Talk inside Formula 1. Let's dive into the controversies with number 10, Schumacher's parking at Monaco. Picture the glamorous streets of Monaco, the jewel in the Formula 1 crown. In 2006, during the heart-pounding qualifying session, the legendary Michael Schumacher shocked the world by strategically parking his car at the Rascasse corner. This audacious move wasn't just about securing pole position, it was a calculated disruption that sent shockwaves through the paddock. With the session disrupted, rivals were left fuming, their chances shattered amidst the glitz and glamour of Monte Carlo. Schumacher's controversial tactic ignited debates about sportsmanship and fair play, casting a shadow over his illustrious career and leaving an indelible mark on Formula 1 history. Even years later, the memory of Schumacher's parking maneuver continues to spark discussion, a testament to his enduring impact on the sport. Number 9. Ferrari team orders at the 2010 German Grand Prix. In a move that ignited controversy, Felipe Massa received the coded message.
Okay, so Fernando is faster than you. Can you confirm you understood that message?
His team instructed him to yield his lead to his teammate Fernando Alonso. As Massa obediently made way for Alonso, the air crackled with tension and intrigue. The decision, made in the interest of the team's strategy, sparked fierce debate among fans and pundits alike. Some hailed it as a masterstroke of tactical brilliance, while others decried it as a betrayal of sporting integrity. Regardless of where one stood on the issue, the Ferrari team orders saga at Hockenheim served as a stark reminder of the complex dynamics at play within Formula 1 teams. The fallout from the incident was swift and significant. Ferrari was fined $100,000 by the FIA for issuing team orders that had interfered with the natural outcome of the race. The controversy reignited debates around the ethics of team orders in Formula 1 and prompted calls for greater transparency and fairness in the sport. While the dust may have settled on the fateful day, the legacy of Ferrari's controversial decision continues to reverberate through the corridors of motorsport. Number 8. The 1994 Benetton cheating scandal. Amidst the Benetton success in the 1994 season, allegations surfaced against the Benetton team, accusing them of breaking the rules to gain an advantage. At the center of the controversy were suspicions of illegal traction control systems and fuel tank advantages in the Benetton cars. These allegations rocked the foundation of Formula 1, raising questions about fairness in the sport. As investigations unfolded, the true extent of the scandal began to unravel. The FIA looked into Benetton's practices, and the team faced penalties as a result. The scandal sent shockwaves through the racing world, shaking the confidence of fans and teams. While Benetton denied any wrongdoing, the 1994 cheating scandal remains a significant chapter in Formula 1 history. It serves as a reminder of the challenges and controversies that have shaped the sport, leaving a lasting impact on its legacy. Number 7. The 1985 South African Grand Prix boycott. In the 1985 Formula 1 season, with drivers and teams gearing up for another thrilling race, a dark cloud loomed over the sport as political tensions came to a head in South Africa. The apartheid regime in South Africa had drawn widespread condemnation internationally, prompting calls for action from various sectors, including sports. In response, several Formula 1 teams and drivers took a stand against apartheid by boycotting the South African Grand Prix. Led by the likes of Niki Lauda and Alan Prost, the boycott sent a powerful message against racial segregation and injustice. Their decision not only captured global attention, but also highlighted the role of sports in promoting social change and equality. The boycott marked a pivotal moment in Formula One history, shedding light on the sport's ability to transcend boundaries and advocate for human rights. While the race proceeded without the presence of some of its biggest stars, the legacy of the 1985 South African Grand Prix boycott continues to resonate as a symbol of solidarity and activism within the racing community. Number 6. Bahrain Grand Prix protest in 2011 and 2012. In 2011, Bahrain was in the midst of widespread protests calling for political reform and greater freedoms. The Formula One race became a focal point for demonstrators who saw the event as a symbol of government repression and international complicity. Despite mounting pressure and concerns for safety, the 2011 Bahrain Grand Prix was eventually cancelled, marking a significant moment in Formula One history. In 2012, the Bahrain Grand Prix returned to the calendar amidst continued tension. The event proceeded under heavy security measures and amid ongoing protest. The controversy surrounding the race sparked debates about the ethical implications of hosting sporting events in politically volatile environments. The events serve as a reminder of the power of sport to influence wider societal issues, leaving a lasting impact on the sport's global reputation. Number 5. The Senna vs. Prost collisions, 1989 and 1990. In 1989, the championship-deciding Japanese Grand Prix, tensions boiled over as Senna and Prost collided on the track, resulting in controversy and a championship-deciding clash. The collision sparked debates about sportsmanship and fair play, dividing fans and pundits alike. The following year, at the same exact circuit, the rivalry reached its peak as Senna and Prost clashed again, this time with even greater consequences. The collision led to Senna clinching the championship, but controversy surrounded the victory, with accusations of deliberate foul play. The Senna vs. Prost collisions of 1989 and 1990 stand as defining moments in Formula One history, showcasing the intense rivalries and high stakes of the sport. The incidents continue to be dissected and debated, leaving a mark on the legacy of both drivers and the sport as a whole. Number 4. Tiregate. The 2005 United States Grand Prix in Indianapolis was marred by controversy as several teams, including Renault and other teams supplied by Michelin, experienced tire failures during practice and qualifying sessions. As tensions mounted, the situation reached a climax during the race itself, when Michelin-equipped teams, including Renault and McLaren, faced safety concerns over the tires. Unable to guarantee the safety of the drivers, Michelin advised their teams to withdraw from the race, leaving only 6 cars on the grid. The decision to boycott the race sent shockwaves through the Formula One community, sparking outrage among fans and stakeholders. The incident, dubbed Tiregate, raised serious questions about tire safety standards and the sport's ability to ensure fair competition. Tiregate 2005 remains a controversial chapter in Formula One history, underscoring the delicate balance between safety, competition, and commercial interests within the sport. The fallout from the incident prompted calls for greater accountability and transparency, reshaping the way Formula One approaches tire regulations and safety protocols. Number 3. Spygate. In 2007, the sport was rocked by one of its biggest scandals as allegations of espionage surfaced. The controversy centered around the McLaren team and accusations that they had unlawfully obtained confidential technical information from the rivals at Ferrari. The information allegedly included details about Ferrari's car design and technical specifications, providing McLaren with an unfair advantage on the track. As investigations unfolded, the true extent of the scandal became clear. The FIA, Formula One's governing body, conducted a thorough inquiry and ultimately found McLaren guilty of breaching sporting regulations. The team was hit with a record-breaking fine of $100 million and stripped of all its constructor points for the season. Spygate 2007 sent shockwaves to the Formula One community, tarnishing the reputation of the sport's most prominent teams and raising questions about integrity and fair play. The scandal served as a stark reminder of the lengths to which teams would go in pursuit of victory, highlighting the need for stringent regulations and ethical standards in Formula One. Number 2. Abu Dhabi 2021. The stage was set for a thrilling showdown between Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen, with the championship hanging in the balance. As the race progressed, tensions mounted with each passing lap, culminating to a nail-biting climax. With just a few laps remaining, a late safety car deployment changed the course of the race, setting the stage for a dramatic finale. However, controversy ensued as race officials made decisions that many deemed unfair and inconsistent with prior rulings. Critics argued that the decision to allow some lap cars to unlap themselves, thereby giving Max Verstappen a clear track ahead of Lewis Hamilton for the race restart, heavily favored the Red Bull driver. This perceived inconsistency in race management led to widespread outcry and allegations of favoritism. In the end, Max Verstappen seized the opportunity and overtook Lewis Hamilton in a heart-stopping maneuver to clinch the championship in the final moments of the race. The result sparked celebrations among Verstappen's fans, but also ignited debates and controversies about the fairness and integrity of the race's conclusion. Abu Dhabi 2021 will go down in history as the race that encapsulated the highs and lows of Formula One, showcasing the intense competition and unpredictability that defines the sport. Before we move on to the most controversial moment in Formula One history, let's look at some honorable mentions. First up, we have the 2019 Ferrari engine investigation. The 2019 Formula One season saw controversy surrounding the power unit of the Ferrari team. Several rival teams raised suspicions about the legality of Ferrari's engine, particularly regarding its fuel flow and energy recovery systems. The team was unstoppable on tracks that were power-hungry in 2019, but a sudden technical regulation change triggered by an investigation by the FIA caused a massive loss in power, which was one of the main reasons why Ferrari had such a massive drop in performance in 2022, dropping them from P2 in the Constructors in 2019 to all the way to P6 in 2020. Another honorary mention is Renault's mass damper suspension system. In 2006, Renault introduced a controversial suspension system known as the mass damper. This innovative technology was designed to improve the car's handling and stability by dampening vibrations. However, rival teams argued that the system provided an unfair aerodynamic advantage, leading to protests and debates within the paddock. Ultimately, the FIA banned the mass damper system midway through the 2006 season, citing concerns about its legality and potential safety implications. Now, let's dive into the most controversial moment of Formula One history. With number 1, we have Crashgate. Crashgate refers to the scandal that rocked the 2008 Singapore Grand Prix and involved the Renault Formula One team. During the race, Renault's driver Nelson Piquet Jr. deliberately crashed his car, causing a safety car period that benefited his teammate Fernando Alonso's race strategy. The controversy surrounding Crashgate came to light when Piquet Jr. revealed the orchestrated crash to the FIA following his departure from the team. An investigation by the FIA revealed evidence of collusion between Piquet Jr., his then team principal Flavio Briatore, and the team's director of engineering Pat Simmons. The scandal resulted in severe repercussions for Renault, with Briatore and Simmons both receiving bans from involvement in Formula One. Additionally, Renault faced a suspended ban from the sport, which meant they avoided expulsion, but would be permanently banned if involved in a similar offense within 2 years. Crashgate also significantly altered the 2008 Formula One World Championship, particularly affecting Felipe Massa's title hopes. Massa was leading comfortably until the safety car was deployed following Nelson Piquet Jr.'s deliberate crash. When Massa came into the pits, his pit crew refilled the car but accidentally left the nozzle in the car. Massa left his pit box with the fuel nozzle hanging off his car and was directed to pull over at the end of the pit lane to remove it. This incident destroyed all hopes of a race win, and Massa ultimately finished outside the points at P13. When the season ended, Massa lost out to Lewis Hamilton by just 1 point. Recently, Massa tried to overturn the 2008 championship by claiming that the organized Crashgate was the reason he lost the championship. The Crashgate scandal not only tarnished the integrity of the sport, but also had far-reaching consequences for the championship standings and the careers of those involved. That's all for today on Track Talk Inside Formula One. We have delved into controversies that have left a huge mark on the sport, from Senna vs Prost clashes to Spygate scandals and beyond. Each incident has shaped the narrative of Formula One, reminding us of the passion, drama, and complexity that defines this exhilarating sport. Thanks for joining us. Until next time, keep those engines revving. Stay tuned for more Formula One excitement.